I guess being a niche internet micro-celebrity who's terminally online really does start to plant a god complex in you. Serial Experiments Lain is the Japanese cyberpunk movement's answer to Evangelion, and in turn, it feels like Lain is both a time capsule and somehow timeless. What Lain represents is truly fascinating and has aged quite interestingly. There's no doubt it's incredibly ahead of its time, and its depiction of internet, social media, and its consequences are truly unsettling. But what may be even more unsettling is revisiting it in a post-pandemic world. The older I've gotten, and it's probably due to my interests shifting, the amount of media I've consumed, the type of media I've consumed from the time period the show came out in, has altered my experience with the show this time around. It has more in common with films like Tetsuo the Iron Man or 964 Pinocchio than it really does with its contemporary anime of the time. There's no doubt that our existence online, or in the language of the show, has accelerated in the last few years, and that puts the show in a totally new light. Elements of the show still feel timeless, of course. The way it depicts the nature of social media and our online existence, the division between that and reality, are all still relevant themes today, but in many new ways. When I first discovered the show, it spoke about online forums, Facebook, anonymity, early cyberbullying, urban legends, rumors, about how the internet as it was when I knew it at the time. And many parts of the show still feel time-stamped in that era, from the way it depicts people who are online, how they use it, how they access it, what kind of information seems to be on it, and the language they use around certain things. But the way the show predicted those borders blurring, and how it becomes more and more ubiquitous, stay relevant. The way the show deals with radicalization and indoctrination. It was never about regular internet use by the general population, at least at the time. It was about 2chan, early adopters, and somehow that has evolved and morphed into the general public today. In the last few years, indoctrination, radicalism, and the ubiquity of the internet in people's lives, the ability for it to be their lives, has become more and more of a regular thing. And somehow, the aspects of Lain that initially seemed to speak to niche ideas, the themes and scenes that were more about Jungian psychology, Alice in Wonderland metaphors, have suddenly become the parts of the series that speak the loudest, the ones that land heavier than the social media parallels that, weirdly enough, are starting to feel dated in a way. But yet, Lain persists. These things were all there from the start. It's in the text of the show that what Lain is trying to do is combine the worlds of the wired and the wireless and to almost turn all of society into cyborgs that we've become today. And all of this from a show that is 25 years old. In a way, Lain has now aged into a weird limbo, a work of art in flux of relevancy with its own themes, a series that was once talked about for how foretelling and how it predicted so much still has more to say 25 years later, when the ideas we applauded it for 15 years ago now seem so simple.
お話しして。
Hey, it's me, Danny, and I don't really have much of a conclusion for this video, but I just want to thank you guys for checking out this weird little review that I did. I know I haven't really posted this channel in a long time, and I would like to change that, but I've been going through a major period of change right now in my life, and part of that is having to put things on hold, and I am still working, I'm still trying to work on Angels of Asgard, a film I've been trying to do for a year now, over a year at this point, maybe close to a year and a half. And the trailer was the last video up on this channel, and I promise there's more to come on that. I am making this video as a part of my process of trying to get motivated to use the tools that I need to be able to finish that film, but it is coming, and I am excited to show you guys that. Thank you for watching this video. If you would like to see more review style or even just comedic kind of content about movies, you can follow me on Letterboxd, where I actually wrote out this whole review on there first before recording it. But I'll have my Letterboxd on screen now if you want to follow me there. And Instagram, of course, at DCR Films. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like these types of videos, maybe I can do more of them. Comment anywhere on Letterboxd or on here if you want to see any of these types of videos transformed into little video essays. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, here, I leave now. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, hitting the stop button. Lain is like an e-girl. She's relevant to this weird group of extremely online individuals. She dresses funny, she's weirdly knowledgeable about the internet and computers, and she uses her clout to get things from her white knights and develops an unhealthy god complex.